I'm going to be tying some slip D rigs for solid bags. I'm going for a 36-hour session this coming up weekend. It's a lot I'm going to be using for it. I'm hoping they're going to be turning out like this. Slip D. It's a good movement, allows like good presentation. That's why I choose this rig over others. This is the hook I'm going to be using. I can't remember the name, or like the brand in that. I'm using the bait screw. I'm using the Fox inline lead with the inline lead stem from Fox. My go-to inline leads. Just great quality. Using some rig pullers, just for tying the knots and that. I've got this for pulling knots through. Just a bait and needle. NGT. And some OMC scissors. These are great scissors. They have no problem cutting through the braid. Ignore that. Yeah, perfect clean cut. Just great scissors. The hook baits I'm using the Parker baits, mini magic beam wafters, OG fish flavour. I've caught loads of fish on these. They're great hook baits. I've also got the new World Cup wafters. I'm yet to try these. Hoping they're gonna turn out like they're gonna be efficient, effective, but yeah, I'm not sure. Just hoping they're gonna be good. Oops. Yeah. I'm using a mix of these. Alright. I'll start tying the rigs now. So what I like to do, how I tie them. You get the line like this. Then you pinch it. Like you want it as tight as possible. Maybe getting it through the eye. It's gonna be very fiddly. It usually takes me a few attempts. Never mind. Now what you do next, you get a bait screw. You pass it through the line. You get this, pass it over the, make sure both sides, like the lines on either side. Otherwise it won't work. Then you can pull it to about, oh crap, it's falling through. I've got to restart. Yeah. So you get it. Of course I can't get it through now. Okay, yeah. If one working with braid, because it's quite hard to work with, I like to get some thin line, just like this. It's like really light mono. It just makes it so easy putting braid through the eye. Because I struggle to work braid sometimes, I can't lie. Very difficult. So I just tie a loop, it's not got to be strong or nothing, just got to hold. I like to use a bait needle, because it's very fiddly. Yeah, just like that. Just trim off the tag ends. I'm gonna shorten this actually. Which about there. Save that because I'm gonna have to tie it again. So what you do, you pass the end with no knot through it. Then you get your braid. Put it. I prefer using more than I need to, just to make it easier. I don't mind wasting a couple inches, you know. See how easily it just... We got to restart. God, it's been 4 minutes. No, we don't need it, Yeah. I'm gonna come back to that one, passing it back through though. Yeah, but I'm struggling with this. Wait, yeah. That's actually rage bit. Okay, I need a longer bit. That's the issue. Don't do it short like that. It's not gonna work. Okay, we got it through again. It doesn't usually take me this long. I can tie the rig, like, I can do it, just, yeah. Okay, there we go. I like to use it about this long, you know, so it's got movement, but not too much. Otherwise it can be a bit hard to work with. Now pull it tight, like so. Love some more of it. I'll just wrap it around a few times. That might be a bit too much times, but it'll work. Now I like to cut off about 6.5 inches. So I'm gonna guess it's about there. Might be too much, might be too little. I'm not sure, I've not measured it. And now this is where this comes in, because it's literally impossible to pass this braid through the eye. Yeah, you just do it like that. And it pulls it through, it makes it much easier. Oh, now we gotta get a shrink tube enough. Yep. Sorry about that. Camera fell over, phone fell over. We passed the shrink tube in through. You want to use it as like an aggressive, oh wait, I forgot a step. See the tag end, you want to cut that off, it's not needed. Just like that. Now slip you want it like this, so it's got some movement. But you don't want it too much, so it'll come over the eye, otherwise it'll fall off and you'll lose your bait. And it just like this. So it's got the movement, but it won't fall off. Now you get, now you get a shrink tube in. Pass it onto the line. Now how I like to do mine, like this. So it holds the slip D in place. And it causes a tiny bit of a kick off. It should have been a bit longer, but it worked. Now we're gonna do a figure of 8 loop knot for attaching the rigs to to quick change swivels and that. If I can do it. No. Yeah. It's not hard, just I'm not the best at it. Single braid is hard. It's a great material to use. Okay, so once you manage to pinch it like this, twist that bit. Now get your bait in it. You don't need it. Makes it way easier. Yeah. If you want to pass it through, like that. You can moisten the knot with braid, but I find it doesn't make a difference when using braid. Pull it tight, and I'll get your like pullers. This is about as small as you want to get it. If it's any smaller than this, it will be very difficult to like actually use it. So yeah, I'd recommend keeping it about that size. So get your hook pullers on. I'd like to just give it a pull to make sure that the knot's all nice and tight and it won't come undone. Now just trim the tag in. I like to give it a little bit to pull in case it does pull a bit. Yeah. Now all we've got left to do is heat up the shrink tubing. You gotta be careful when doing this. It can be dangerous. This is just glider. Try hold the braid out of the way. Just like so. So it's shrunk round the line. Hold it in. Actually, I've got to shrink it a bit more at the top there. Just like so. Just like so. Now that's the slip D rig done. I'm gonna show you how I attach the hook baits to these screws. I'm chucking on a World Cup wafter. I'm using red. I find white aren't very efficient in my fishing. I just don't tend to catch many with them. You just push it in and just twist. Usually when using a bait screw like this, I very rarely after that put a new one on after the fish. I find they stay on quite easily. I only change them after they've been like washed out, if they've been out for a few hours. But other than that, I reuse them. I find they work perfectly fine. But yeah, that's the rig complete. It should be perfect length. Let me get my other one. Yeah. Perfect. Side by side. Yeah. That's me showing how I tie my rigs. Hopefully it helps. And enjoy the rest of your day.